I'd like to welcome you all here today as we celebrate the marriage of Colleen and Ellen. Marriage is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It's standing together, facing the world. It's doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but rather in the spirit of joy. In all others, be faithful to her, so long as you both shall live. Ellen. And by the power vested in me by this great state of Michigan, it's better to do us than more. I now pronounce you finally married. You may kiss your bride!
So since 10 o'clock this morning, we've had the Supreme Court ruling that came down, making marriage for same-sex couples legal everywhere in the United States. So I came down here in Mason at noon and saw a marriage happen. I've had some conversations with Clerk Byram. Where were you and how did you hear about the decision today?
So I was in front of my computer and the county computer watching the SCOTUS blog and heard that the 4 boxes had come down, saw that it was marriage, bam, marriage is legal, and I hit send on a bunch of emails that were prepared and I forgot how to send a tweet. So I'll never forget where I was, I'll never forget who was in the room with me. It's an amazing, historically amazing day.
And when did the first couple show up to get married?
So I called the first couple,
Okay.
Dawn and Lee. They're from Mason. They stood with me at the Board of Commissioners room when they weren't able to get married, and they were not available on March 22nd, 2014. They were out of town, and I had to call them. They've been together for a long time, and they're both nurses in the community, wonderful, wonderful people, and they were here within minutes. And their sons were here soon after that to be the witnesses. So it was awesome. And they got married. They got married before the wedding reception started on the 2nd floor and before really the press could even show up.
Okay. Now, there has been some pushback, as I'm sure you've heard from some folks. Brian Fisher from the American Family Association called this the 9/11 attack on Christian values. Dave Agema has said this is the end of America. Interestingly, Bill Schuette and Governor Snyder have both said this is the rule of the land, this is the law, we're going to follow it. Are you surprised or concerned about some segments of society responding with such rhetoric?
I actually am taken aback. I hadn't heard those yet because I've been surrounded by so much love today. I'm taken aback. But it rings true to my overarching concern that although I was fortunate enough to join so many families together in marriage, in Michigan, those same people can get fired when they show up to work on Monday because they do not have the protections that they deserve, that all people deserve in our state. Against people like them. Dave Agema, he's not a loving person. I am a very spiritual person. My priest actually is on the 2nd floor right now hosting the marriage reception for all of my amazing families that are getting married today. So to spout off so much hate in the name of Christianity is extremely concerning to me because that's not my Christianity. Yeah, so we've issued about 20 same-sex marriage licenses today. I've performed about 10 of those marriage ceremonies myself. One of the honors I have as a county clerk is performing marriage ceremonies. I've done probably about 500 thus far. I did 3 yesterday. It's an aspect of the job that I just love because joining a couple together in marriage is an amazing opportunity and an honor. So you better believe I'm going to be marrying people today.
Now, you've said that you'll stay here until the last person is served in your lobby.
Yeah.
Any plans to open tomorrow or over the weekend?
Not opening tomorrow. This is a little bit different than in March. You know, in March 2014, there was a window, and we were concerned that that window was going to be slammed shut, which it ultimately was. Now, it's the law of the land. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of marriage equality, so couples can decide to plan a wedding, a fall wedding, a winter wedding, and decide to do what other couples have always been able to do. So I don't see that we will need to be open tomorrow. We will be open Monday morning to serve all people, and what an honor it will be.
Okay. And then the last question I have to ask is, how did you become such a huge advocate for marriage equality?
I don't know. I'm not sure if it was having children and realizing that I wanted them to grow up in an accepting community. I don't know what it was. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how I became vocal for choice on my last term in the Michigan House. I don't know how this happened. I think I don't know. I really don't know. I think I've been educated by some amazing people and some amazing activists, and through years of education, I was in the right place at the right time. And I don't know how I got here. I really don't, but I'm here, and it's pretty awesome. And what an honor it is to be able to do this. But I have no idea how I actually got towards this. But thank goodness I'm on the right side of history.
What's supposed to happen next?
My understanding there's going to be a rally and celebration for marriage equality.